Yeah, so I'm Yanting Tao, so you can call me Ting. I'm originally from Shanghai, China, the eastern side of the country, and I
Hmm.
moved to the UK in 2021 and to do my master degree in Northern Ireland. And then I started working in a care agency in Ellesmere Port, which is in Cheshire West and Chester.
Can you tell us a bit about growing up in Shanghai and what that was like for you?
Yeah, it's a really big city, very, very densely populated, a lot of tall buildings, and maybe just imagine like London, but
Hmm.
less diverse. The demographic is mostly Chinese, a lot of, international workers there, but not as much in like London.
Um, what made you think of moving to the UK? Was it the particular course that you were interested in?
Yeah, it's the program that I did because I did a bachelor degree in nursing. And I want to further my study, so I went to Northern Ireland. It's the program that attracts me. It has a clinical element of it as well, so I can do a bit of placement along with my like theory learning. So that's been good.
What so has it been like working in the UK? Have you enjoying your job?
Yeah, I do. I do. I definitely enjoyed it because it's very much related to my study, and I could work more like a nurse, but I couldn't really register as a nurse because of different systems,
Mm.
the one in China and the one here for NHS. So it's a bit different. But I really enjoyed social care, really enjoy adult social care. It's a big area that, people have increased attention to, so that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Um, and how did you come about becoming a public advisor for the ARC thing?
Yeah. So in my last company, I really enjoyed the engagement with different like charities and different organizations. So that was the opportunity that we had with the University of Liverpool that we did a living lab with them. So it's focusing on the people who live at home but with dementia and how to incorporate research into social care settings. So that's what we are doing. So that was with NIHR. So that's how I know, oh, actually, that's an organization I could engage with and maybe do a bit more to contribute. So that's when I find, oh, actually, there's a role called public advisor. And I am always enjoying doing volunteering when I was in university in Shanghai or in Belfast. So I really enjoyed them. Another thing is I think participating in research is some of the things I do because I was working. I can't really contribute more during, work days.
Mm.
That's probably why. But when it's something as big as like ArcFest, then I will definitely make time to attend, which I did once face to face, another time online. So I really enjoyed it. I also enjoy the Public Advisor Forum, and that's an opportunity for people to share, their work.
And can you tell us a bit about if you think you've noticed any health inequalities for the Chinese community in the UK or Liverpool?
Health inequality.
Yeah, is
Mm,
there, do you think there's anything that makes it
mm,
difficult for people to access healthcare maybe or
mm. I think one thing I noticed when I was in university is that people don't really know how NHS works.
Mm.
Um, because I mean, if for someone who already live here for decades or even born here, you wouldn't think otherwise. But it's really different. It's something that is really one of its kind. So for new students or people who just coming or new immigrants, it's something that really need some support and navigation for. That's one thing I would definitely say. They don't know like how to register, what is GP, and yeah, it's just a very new concept for me, even when I first came. So I think that's one thing. And also, I suppose it's like an inclusive approach for people who may not speak that much of English.
Mhm.
Um, if there are language like materials in different languages that could be helpful. Um, and also I was thinking about some services I actually didn't know they're existent.
Mm.
Some certain like checks and vaccines, I didn't know they're actually accessible for free. So that's why actually I pay for it. And then later I realized, oh, actually,
Oh, could have got
whoops,
that.
yeah, I couldn't get it for free. But yeah, things like that. If I know better, if I know more about what is provided, that would be great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um, and do you think have you seen anything that you think researchers should be looking into or should know about working with people from the Chinese communities?
Mm. Mm. I think one thing is the belief that we can heal ourselves with some hot water or, herbal medicine.
Mm.
That's really true. So so that's something I think when it's maybe it's just a mild cold, it's probably all right, just have trust in your own immune system. But when it's something actually could lead to something really serious, then it's that belief also, delay the
Mm.
treatment and the diagnosis. So um, I think that's something need to be looking into, and I suppose engage with the community and try to encourage them to take up certain tests when they reach certain age.
Mhm.
I think that's something would benefit them because otherwise they wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's always like have a bit of doubt
Mm.
and maybe do a bit of research ourselves and then go to the doctor and say,
Doctor.
actually, I think I am this, but
Mm.
maybe it's not. So I'm probably just talking from my point of view. It's just my family, my wider family. That's definitely a thing.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I think that's definitely the big one. Yeah.
And then do you feel like you combine your uh the knowledge that you've got from your degree with like your cultural heritage as well? Do you think it affects how you um think about your work, or does that make sense? No,
If you
not
could
really.
try again. Thank you.
Yeah. I
Uh,
guess I just think like from what you've seen around social care in Shanghai and China, and then how what
uh,
you've seen here, like do you feel that we could learn lessons from each other about how we care for maybe people and
mm, mm. I think, yeah, that's actually a really good question. So So when I was in Shanghai doing my placement, and we do have community nursing, and at the time my parents actually brought me to a retirement village. It's something that you can see here as well, but the one in Shanghai was just posh. Um, what I mean by that is everything, the hardware, it's really good. All the beds that can actually turn and make it easier for carers to reposition the users. That's already there. There's also, a lot of these like telehealth devices already in place. They
Mhm.
brand themselves as, you know, like medium, like average to better, like above average
Mhm.
kind of service. So I think that in terms of hardware, they're doing really well. But I
Mm.
think something that we can definitely learn from the UK system is, I suppose, it's the software, it's the staff, it's the workforce. I think
Mhm.
it's the caring approach, and that I think it's something definitely the Chinese, industry needs more investment in because you need these trained, excellent staff to deliver these quality care to really make use of these devices rather than just having the high quality ones but sitting in the corner. So I
Yeah.
think it's probably a combine of both, good device and these equipment for the health of our staff, but also to improve quality of life for the users.
Mm. Mm.
So yeah.
Thank you. That's very interesting. Trying to think, is there anything else that you wanted to talk about that we haven't covered?
I just want to say it's a brilliant idea to have the self-done here heard forum, and really happy to have Chinese community as part of it. I think, the engagement, the opportunity to engage the community. I think this is a perfect example to do some work like this. So yeah, just want to say thank you, and yeah, thank you.